Well, hello everyone. Today I want to talk just a little bit about something that clearly changed my mind in some aspects. Something that I really believe that um, can make a difference in your perspective of your life in general. Um, First of all, it's about the mind and how it's the thing that makes your perspective or your life make the 95% of your experiences. What I'm trying to say, and in a few words, the mind is the the only thing, in my perspective, obviously, that can change your life. It's not gonna be money. It's not gonna be some people. It's not gonna be. Sometimes it's not gonna be your context. Obviously, there are some exceptions, like always. But if you think very deeply, if you change the way you see things, in the way you react to things, you can change almost everything in your life. And all this conclusion that I've been taking these few weeks, also these few months actually, because there are a lot of changes between the start of the year and now that have been happening to me, and I start reading a lot. I mean, I literally bought some books. One of them is this one because I always like the way of thinking that things happens around you, but you are the one who is responsible of what you do with that thing happening around you. I say this, I think, I repeat, 95% of the things can be changed with the mind. Marcus Aurelius, I think is called in English, talks a little bit about this, but who finally changed almost completely my perspective is this book right here. I don't know if I can. It calls the 23 Principles of the Shadow. It's a great book. A book is so direct for what he's trying to say, she is trying to say. Probably is pretty difficult to know it because it's made for a Spanish girl who studied a lot about Carl Jung and all these books that he made and in his time, and start making videos. She started making videos about that, and the other day I found out that she has a book. I just like the videos and the things she says and the way it's direct and talking about this. Your mind is the most important thing in this world. So I started reading it, and I think I was on the, I don't know what chapter it is, but I say here is the key. In these few words is the key, or the key that enters on me and finally make the line on this is the difference. This is gonna make the difference. And I tell you, I read a lot of book. I read aloud Robert Greene too. On this book was made with 50 Cent, which is a great book too. And I see some more interviews about even fighters like Ilya Topuria or Franco Tenaglia, which are great fighters, and I always like the way a fighter has to think, and most on that kind of fights. I mean, Tenaglia fights with bare knuckle. I mean, the guy feels the kicks in his head clearly, and yeah, all of them talk about the same: the importance of the mind, the importance of have your mind clear, and uh, the most important thing, getting back to this book, that she say, um, is what I think is the key, is knowing yourself. And by knowing yourself, I mean, yeah, you look what you like, you probably know what you want to do, or you know you don't know, or you know what people you love, or I don't know, things you like to do. But it's important to know what scares you, what prevents you from do things, what you are ashamed of you, what things embarrass you yourself. That things are important, because the only way to unleash more power that is inside you is seeing from your fears and the things that make you feel in pain, or I don't have the word right now, but feel fear. In a few words, and I have that sensation many times. Make the construction or build my own self-love and confidence took a while. Took a while. And it's not complete yet. I think I'm on the maybe the first steps, and has a lot to think about. I just started in the beginning, but because I feel many things right now. So for that, I'm making the video. And that's the one of the most important things I feel. I made a lot of decisions these few months, and I have to beat my fear. I have to embrace it. I have to understand why I have it, and I still have it. That I don't know if it disappears or not, or just mitigate. I'm on the preview of that, but I think, I really think, because I feel it, that understanding and integrating on your life is important. Understanding why you have it and what you do when that fear. Let's say maybe it's not fear, are just things that make you mad, make you angry. One way you have to release all that anger, maybe fighting, but on a sport of contact, no fighting out of a glove at night or something like that. I mean, fighting on a glove, put some gloves, and release everything. Take a few kicks and release it, and understand that maybe the the normal course, or the normal um, series or things happen in life. uh, in a few words, peace is not always, and probably is not the normal of life. You're not gonna have peace forever, because nothing is like lower, nothing is like this, like linear. Instead, it's like this, you know. You know what I say? And maybe it doesn't tend to be down, but tends to be upper. It's going to depend on your mind, right? And your perspective. But I'm trying to say, peace is the normal. It's not the normal way of life. It's transition. Maybe in some time you're here and stands and drop up a little bit, and but maybe can go up again. So I don't want to make this very longer. And yeah, that's all of my thinking and something I want to share. So thanks for hearing.